Now today I'm going to do the edge position group, and this is a position group that I'm up and down on. I have 3 first round top-notch grades, and then 1 who's almost there, and then it kind of falls off a cliff for me. Just not saying the talent's bad, I'm just saying I don't know how many elite pass rushers this class has at the top, but I like 4 a whole bunch. The 4 I like are obviously Tier 1, without a doubt, is Abdul Carter. And the reason why he's Tier 1 by himself is because he is freakishly better than every other prospect in this class to me. If you ask me, do I think there are other guys that can be elite pass rushers in this class? Absolutely. I think Abdul Carter can be a generational pass rusher that we talk about for years to come of how much he changed games. And that's a big key. And then you have Tier 2, and my Tier 2 is probably different from everyone else's. I have Nick Scorton from Texas A&M, who you can be like, hey, he didn't have the sack production at A&M. You're absolutely right. But that's because he wasn't asked to do a lot of sacks production, pass rushing at A&M. His goal was to control the line of scrimmage. So when you want to see how he does as a pass rusher, watch his Purdue games. When he was at Purdue, he was a monster coming off the edge. And then at A&M, he showed he could control the line of scrimmage. Scorton's probably going to get a video of his own here very shortly, and I love him as a prospect, and he is the top of my Tier 2. The second guy in Tier 2 for me is Mike Green. Mike Green is a talented guy. I don't know where he's going to go in the draft because I don't have all the information that teams will have on him. He's had off-the-field issues. But when you look at him on the field, he is a monster. He's quick. He can tackle. He hits with power. And he's got some good power rush with some speed. He knows how to beat offense linemen. You can be like, well, he wasn't in a big conference. He didn't go against the elite competition. That's fair. I'd also argue, watch him play. I don't care what competition he was against, and he did play Virginia Tech. He demolished offensive lines. And then my Tier 3, and it's only one guy in Tier 3 because I don't have him as, I would put, elite pass rusher level, but I think he can turn into one, but at the bare minimum, he'll be really good, would be James Pierce Jr., who does have a video on this channel. James Pierce Jr., there's just something there that I love. I think he's traitsy. I think he's got a lot of tools, but sometimes he doesn't put it all together, which causes me a little concern of him becoming that elite every down pass rusher. But the talent is there with him, and if you want to hear more about my James Pierce Jr., 100% watch the James Pierce Jr. video. I did. I go really in depth on him. And then we get to Tier 4, and this is where I have a Donovan Ezraku, who I still really like. I don't think he'll ever be an elite pass rusher, but I think he'll be a very good pass rusher. A guy that can control the game and is a very smart tactician on the line, getting to the quarterback, beating offensive linemen. He's extremely intelligent. Then I'd also have Landon Jackson there as well. Landon Jackson, to me, has the tools to maybe become something amazing if he goes to the right team and everything. So many things have to be right for him to hit that whole-on elite potential, which is why I don't have him in Tier 2. But I think there's a lot there to love, and trust me, when you watch Landon Jackson, you see that natural explosion. You see that just traitsy body he has. You fall in love with him. Now, this is an honorable mention, and mainly because I forgot to mention his name while I was recording this video, and this is post-editing process of me being like, I forgot him, I'm going to look like an idiot. Braden Swinson. Swinson has a lot of potential. You watch him play, he could easily go in that Tier 3 next to James Pierce Jr. That's how good he is. I don't think he'll be drafted early on, though. But he had great production at LSU, great production in SEC, looks really good coming off the edge, has some really good power. He is a power rusher to the max. He will bull rush a guy to the ground, get past him. Honestly, you watch him, and I'm not saying he's as good, but he reminded me a lot of Jared Verse while watching him. So if I had to put him somewhere, I'd put him in the Tier 3 to Tier 4 range, right in there. Very good player. If you haven't watched much of him, I'd recommend looking him up and watching him. He's a great player. And then we get to other tiers. Other tiers I have below them would be JT Tumalo, and you have Jack Sawyer. Both Ohio State teammates. I view them kind of the same. Nothing amazing. I think they'll be good NFL players. And if you're wondering, hey, where's Jalen Walker in this? Jalen Walker I do not have as an edge. To me, he's 100% a linebacker. I think he has worse production as an edge at the NFL level than he would at a linebacker position. Probably the snub you're wondering of where he is, why I haven't said his name, is Mykel Williams. Man, I'm not a Mykel Williams guy. Maybe if you're like, hey, if you stand him up every single play, 3-4 edge, he could work. Possible. He had a really good game in his bowl game against Florida State doing that, but Florida State's offensive line, very not good. And you just watch him play. He doesn't get a lot of pressures. He doesn't get a lot of production. There's nothing really telling me, oh, this dude's going to be great. To me, it's like, there's something there, and I understand why people love him, but I need to see it. And I do hope he displays it. I hope he proves me wrong very much. He does have some talent, but there's just pieces missing, and until I see him put those pieces together, I'm not buying in on him. But I wish him the best of luck in putting those pieces together. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, I'd appreciate if you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you'd share this, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm uploading NFL draft content every weekday up until the NFL draft. And it's a whole lot of content. You'll want to watch some more? I have a playlist that's on the screen right now. Most recent upload is on the screen right there as well. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.